read this book. Who, me, okay? The bar was up here. Hi book friends, and welcome to my first video. Today I wanted to go through the books that I read in February. So far I've got 4 physical books and 2 audiobooks. Here are my books. They're not in order at all. 1 second. Okay, this is the order. Here we go. Honestly, this was not the best reading month for me. So far, I only had 1 5-star and I had 2 under 3-star books. So yeah, this was not the best month for me. The first book that I read this month, and actually my only 5-star so far, is Green Dot by Madeline Gray. This is the art cover. The finished cover actually looks like this. I'll put it on the screen and it's stunning. Like, I actually want to go buy a copy just to have this cover. This is I'd say literary fiction with a romance subplot. We're following 24-year-old Hera as she enters the corporate world and gets her first real job as a comment monitor, kind of. And at the office, she falls into a very messy affair with Arthur, who happens to be 40-ish years old, and he's married. So I'm sure you can see how that goes. This affair, it's not healthy, it doesn't go well, but we really get to see character development and just kind of be in the mind of Hera, and I love this book so much. I can't stop thinking about it. I read it in the beginning of February and I'm still thinking about it every day. Let me just read you some of these quotes, okay? We latch on to criticisms of our personhood when we fear that they might be accurate. I'm mostly sure that my monologue is an accurate representation of my emotional state, but I also know that I live for drama. I go on. I'll speak it now and work out if it's honest later. That is so relatable. And just throughout this entire book, there were so many quotes like that that just made me stop and think like, wow, I've never been able to put that thought into coherent words. Hera is such a mirror ball girly. We've got I'm always trying. Look, I annotated, okay? I'm not an annotator. And for me, how I know when it's a 5-star book is when I correlate like a song with it. So this is the perfect mix of illicit affairs, but specifically the angry version, and then Full Machine by Gracie Abrams.
Playing on Apple Music.
Read this book. Read this book. I highly recommend this for all the lit fic, sad, all character, no plot girlies, okay? I really want to read Normal People soon because I feel like they're gonna have similar vibes, so I cannot recommend this book enough. Thank you so much for the arc. This is where things kind of go downhill, okay? So next I picked up A Fragile Enchantment by Allison Saff. I was sent this beautiful hardcover copy, and look, it came with stunning character art. Do you see this? Do you see this? So my hopes were high, and this is kind of pitched as like cozy Bridgerton vibes, historical romance fantasy. And I've read Down Comes the Night by Allison Saff previously, and I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it like 3 stars. So my hopes were really high for this. Also, I got a signed book plate, so that's really exciting. The bar was up here, okay? So unfortunately, I did not end up liking this. I gave it 2 stars. Not for me. The cover's stunning, and I really wanted to like this. In all honesty, it was boring. I don't know. I don't like doing negative reviews, but I just did not have a fun time with this at all. The plot felt really like messy and half-baked, and there were a lot of little plot points that just kind of were never acknowledged, and that's not my favorite thing in the world. I didn't really even like the romance. I don't recommend this at all. I don't know. It's not even a case where like if I was younger, I think I would have liked it more. Like, it's just, this was not for me. But the cover is gorgeous, so I think I'm going to be giving this away in a little free library or something. Moving on! The next book that I picked up this month was The Existence of Amy by Lana Grace Riva. This book was so kindly sent to me by the author, and this is really a fiction deep dive into Amy, who has OCD, anxiety, and depression. This was also set in Australia, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm reading all over the place this month. This was really interesting because personally I don't know too much about OCD, and just really getting to be in Amy's head and kind of experience her daily life with her, as she's navigating these different mental illnesses was really interesting, and I really liked it. I did end up giving this book 3 stars, which for me is good. I think a 3-star review is a good book. I was not the biggest fan of the writing. It kind of had a very formal tone, and if you can kind of tell, the paragraphs are kind of oddly short, which took a little bit of getting used to. However, I still think the book has an important message and can really resonate with own voices readers. So I am so grateful that the author sent me a copy of this. I really did learn a lot from it, and also I really liked the self-recovery plotline in this story. Overall, I liked it. We'll say that. And then the next book I read, I don't have a physical copy because it's an audiobook, but I'll put cover right here, is The Emperor of the Evening Stars by Laura Thalassa. This is book 3 in the Bargainer series. My work bestie actually recommended this series to me, so I've been kind of slowly working through these books in this universe. But the Bargainer series, we follow Callie, or Calypso Lillis, and she's a siren, and then we've got Des, who's the bargainer. I don't really want to go into it too much more because this is book 3, but I think this is a really fun series. It's definitely not my favorite series in the world, but I think it's a really fun fantasy romance. So far, this is like a 3-star series for me, I would say. I've got 1 book left. I think I'll be picking that up soon. But my thoughts are that each book gets better. So I didn't honestly like book 1, but I ended up continuing on with the series. Book 2, I think I gave 3 stars. I think the end of book 2, that's kind of where things really picked up for me. And then this book is, I'd say 3 stars. I do think this was a great audiobook experience. I really liked the narrator, so I'm very excited to continue this series and kind of wrap it up with the finale book. My leg is falling asleep, oh my. This is my current read. As you can see, I'm almost done with it, which is very exciting. But that is Crown of Midnights by Romantasy Queen, Sarah J. Maas. Romantasy is, if you couldn't tell, my favorite genre. Sarah J. Maas is my favorite author of all time. I don't care what you have to say. I know it's basic. I know literally everybody loves her. I know everybody reads and recommends her books. But she is my favorite author. To me, okay? To me. Don't come for me. I read the ACOTAR series like 2 or 3 years ago when I first started becoming obsessed with reading again. Absolutely loved it. Favorite series of all time so far. Then I read Crescent City 1 and 2, and then I really wanted to work through the Throne of Glass series before jumping back into Crescent City with House of Flame and Shadow that came out. I'm slowly reading this series. I'm doing 1 a month, and February was Crown of Midnights, and I'm honestly almost done. I think I've got like 70 pages left. I love this book so much. I love Selena. I love this world. I love our side characters. I love everything. I mean, I'm predicting this to be a 5-star, but you know, we'll see. I've heard the ending is pretty crazy, so I'm kind of nervous, but you know, it's fine. So I've decided to go with Sarah's recommended reading order. So I think next I either have Heir of Fire or The Assassin's Blade. Comment down below the order that you read Throne of Glass and if you recommend it or not. I am so down bad for Kale. Kale? How do we say it? Is it Kale? Like chaos, but Kale? I think that's what I'm gonna go with. So I'm so down bad for this man. I love the mystery element. I am so excited to continue with this series, and I'm trying to savor it. And then finally, for my last audiobook, I am working through The Teacher by Frida McFadden. This book came out this month as well. My boyfriend and I, whenever we go on road trips, we like to listen to an audiobook, and we've listened to 2 Frida McFaddens in the past. So her books are really fun for road trips, and my boyfriend enjoys them. We have a lot of fun kind of guessing the mystery, and you know, we never get it right, but it's fun. So we're working through The Teacher. I think I'm about like 40% through. We'll see how far I get by the end of the month. Honestly, not my favorite Frida so far. It follows Eve and Nate, who are both teachers at the same high school. Eve is a math teacher, Nate is an English teacher. And then we're following Addie, who's a junior at this school. From 10 to 35% of the book, it was very repetitive. And so far it feels more, kind of more like fiction-y than thrillery, which is why I pick up a Frida book in the first place. You know, I want to be scared and I want twists and turns, and we just haven't really gotten there yet. I don't know if I'm just not like, far enough into the book, but those are my thoughts so far. Okay, I think my camera just stopped recording. I don't know why. Listen, I'm new here, okay? So like I mentioned, I'm a huge romantasy reader. My sweatshirt, I don't know, can you see this? It says Romantasy Reader Book Club. I got this for Christmas. I have a bookish Christmas haul up on my TikTok. My mother got this for me and I'm so thankful for it. And let me see what this is from. Please hold. Threaded by Sabrina. My favorite bookish merch shop ever. I love your shop. Anyways, these are all the books that I have read or are about to finish this month. Please always remember, it doesn't matter if you read one book or half a book or 50 books this month. Like, any reading is reading, and as long as you're having fun, that's really all that matters at the end of the day. So please don't compare yourself. I know it's so easy to see all these huge wrap-ups with 10, 20, 30 books, you know, read in a month, but reading is reading and everybody has different lives, so please always remember that. If you liked this video, please subscribe. I am super excited about this channel. This is going to be a new creative kind of passion project for me. Go follow me on my other social medias. They'll be linked below. I've got Goodreads, I've got TikTok and Storygraph, so hopefully I'll see you on some other bookish platform. I have tons of video ideas that I just can't wait to film. I'm just so excited about this channel and this new project, so I hope you stick around and comment below your favorite book that you read this month. I'm so excited to make internet friends who share the same passions as me. At the end of the day, I just want to talk about books with people, so that's why I'm here, and I hope you stick around. I love you so much, and I hope you have a great day.